What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm gonna be going over the necessary tools for a beginner barber, as well as going over my personal kit that has made my learning experience so much easier throughout my journey. Let me start off by saying that this is probably not the most budget-friendly beginner kit that there is, but I'm a strong believer that you pay for what you get. For example, I would rather pay 20 bucks for a nice black tee than pay $6 to $7 for a 6 to 10 pack of Hanes t-shirts that you'll probably only wear once or two times and then throw out. The same could be applied for barbering. I would rather pay a pretty decent amount for a nice set of clippers than pay the bare minimum for a cheap knockoff set of clippers that I'll probably have to replace every couple of months anyways. In the long run, you'll probably just end up spending more than you would have paid in the beginning if you just started off with a good pair of clippers. The first thing you'll need is a good set of clippers. Here I have the Wall Magic clips, and you've probably seen these everywhere, but there's a good reason for it. These clippers are very lightweight. They're not that expensive, as I actually got these for about 85 bucks. I will admit, during these hard times, I have noticed that on Amazon, the prices are like $130. But when I bought these clippers back in February, the prices were about 80 to 90 bucks. You can also make sure to keep an eye out for any Amazon warehouse deals, because sometimes the box is just opened, it's basically brand new, but they're returned, so they just sell them for a cheaper price. These clippers have been great. They're super lightweight, the battery lasts a long time, and a lot of YouTubers actually use these clippers. So something that not many people think about is whenever barbers on YouTube, which is where I'm learning from, are going through their steps, they usually tell you to go like halfway or, a quarter way up on the lever. And it's easy enough to follow when you have the same amount of clippers that a huge majority of the barbers on YouTube have. The next thing you're gonna need as a beginner barber is a nice set of trimmers. Here I have the Andis Slimline Pro LIs, and you use these to give someone a nice lineup or simply to bald them out if you don't have any balding clippers. In my opinion, these are a fantastic deal. If you look at the reviews, these are recommended by even professional barbers, and they're only a fraction of the price of some of the other trimmers out there, as they only cost about 60 to 70 bucks. I know it may be tempting to get something nice and flashy like the Gold FXs, but those cost about 140, 160 bucks just for some trimmers. In my opinion, it's not worth it. I've heard great things about them, but as a beginner, you should stick to something like this. The next thing you're gonna want is a nice set of foil shavers. Here I have the Andis Pro Foil shavers, and you don't need to get these exactly. They still have the other ones, the normal ones that cost about 50 bucks. Literally the only difference is that these are black. I kind of have this thing where all my things need to match. So I got these simply just because of the aesthetics. These are used for just balding someone out and giving that nice transition from skin all the way up to the top. Next thing you're gonna need is a set of shears and a set of thinning shears. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I definitely skimped out on these. I went on Amazon and I got these because they have the best reviews for beginners like myself. So, for example, these Equinox shears are, I believe, like 20 to 30 bucks, and that should tell you something, that they're probably not gonna last me that long. But for now, since I've only been cutting for a couple months, they've actually been doing a fantastic job. The only reason I don't recommend balling out when it comes to these kind of things is that a good set of shears can run you between 200 to like 700 bucks. That is ridiculous, and that could literally be your entire kit's budget right there. So for now, just get something like this. It's for you to learn the steps, and once you've mastered it, then go ahead and upgrade. Same thing with your thinning shears. These are from a company called Akatsu. These also had amazing reviews, and I got them, but I don't expect them to last me that long. Some of your clients might think that their top is a little bit too thick, so you'll have to use these to kind of just thin them out, as well as these kind of help you blend in. You can use them on the sides, and they'll help you make that nice smooth transition from your one all the way up to the top, and it'll make it just look a lot better. Next thing I have are these wall premium guards. And out of everything in my kit, these are probably the best investment that I've made. These guards are fantastic quality and they hold on to the clipper really well. So you don't have to worry about your guard just kind of falling off mid-cut and you accidentally cutting off more than you wanted to. Just be aware that these guards only go from 1 through 8. So you will have to purchase the half guard and the 1.5 guard separately. The next thing you're gonna want are combs. And here I have a flat comb for your clipper over comb method. And here I have a nice styling comb from YS Park. These two, this one was not that expensive. This was only about $8, but this one was about 20. And I got it honestly because of online recommendations saying that YS Park are like the best combs out there. And I mean, they're right, I love it. But as a beginner barber, you probably don't need something as fancy as this. It's something that I don't regret, but something that I'd probably hold off until I become better. But these combs are essential for doing your shear work, as well as styling someone and even laying somebody's hair their natural way prior to the haircut itself. Next thing we have is a razor holder. These razor holders are from that same company, Equinox, that made my shears. And these you can honestly skimp out on. They all do the same job. They all just kind of hold the blades for you to do that nice clean lineup. Next thing you're gonna need is a neck duster and some hair clips. The neck duster is used for whenever you cut off a lot of bulk. You don't want all that hair just kind of sitting there throughout the entire cut. I've seen a couple beginner barbers do that, and every time the client just looks really uncomfortable. Just make sure you do them that favor and kind of clean them off every once in a while throughout the cut. To me, hair clips are essential. For someone like me that gets a comb over, you want to make sure that you have these so that you are able to clip off and just kind of separate the top from the sides. I've had it to where some barbers have messed me up because they don't use any clips and they end up cutting a little bit of the top too short, and that just causes some hairs to stick up like so, and you just have to gel that thing down or something because it's just gonna keep sticking up. The next item also goes along with the client's comfort, which in this line of business means everything, and that is a nice cape. You don't want any hair being all over your client, especially if they got somewhere to go afterwards. And I know you beginner barbers probably started off with, like towels or something like that, or even having them, go shirtless or something. But this will definitely help you out and it will just make cleanup a lot easier. The next thing we're gonna get into is arguably the most important part, and that is the necessary sanitation items. First, I wanna talk about neck strips. And as you can see here, these things are cheap. I got these on Amazon. I thought they were only gonna be a little bit, but it actually came with like 12 packs of 60. So these should last me for a long time. But neck strips are basically just to keep your client's skin away from the cape itself. Obviously, you're gonna use this cape on multiple clients and you don't want their, bacteria on their neck to transfer onto other people. The next thing you're gonna want is Andis Cool Care. You're gonna want this stuff so that you're able to sanitize and disinfect your clippers, your combs, your guards, and you can even use these on your shears or thinning shears. If you're a barber that makes house calls, Andis also makes this smaller version that's a lot more convenient than carrying this big thing around. And finally, you're gonna want some barber side. And like I said before, arguably sanitation is definitely the most important thing that we do. You wanna make sure that you keep all your clients safe, and to do so, you have to disinfect every piece of equipment. Your combs, your clipper guards, your shears, all of that stuff. So make sure you get yourself some barber side. That's gonna be it though. I'm gonna leave some links to some of the items that I mentioned in this video down in the description. And just keep in mind that I myself am a beginner. I'm definitely making some progress and I'm super excited about that. But I definitely think that getting the perspective of a beginner can definitely help a lot of you guys out. But anyways, that's it, you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave me a like, leave a comment, and subscribe for more content just like this. Peace.